car part behind me. What do you guys think it is? Start commenting below. I want to see some comments here.
Shifting Lane says, oh, that's us.
Exhaust, Jesse DeHart. Good guess. A good guess. Welcome, Jesse. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Anyone else? Who else is joining? Playing Guess the Car Part. I'm in my garage. This is a giant car part behind me. What do you guys think could be in this box? And actually, we are going to have the guy who made this part on stream a little later. Not on with us, but I think he'll be in chat. I was going to send him the link to this chat. And we can do this. So, what do you guys think?
Is it a spoiler alert?
Spoiler alert. A turbo. That would be an absolutely epic turbo if that was a turbo. I mean, if there's a turbo that big, I want it in my car. At least for an automotive. I know they make turbos that big and bigger, but not for cars or for like giant diesel ships.
It could be like, the F1 turbos where the hot side's on one side and the cold side's on the other. Just a long shaft.
Long shaft? That is an all kind of, that's what she said.
And we're off the air in conservative countries. But McCartney is not a spoiler. Good guess, though, because that's roughly size-wise could be close to it.
Yep.
Greg, maybe you might want to get is it something that do we want to start asking questions, possibly dropping a smidgen of hints?
Yes, it is for the underside of a car. Blow-up doll. Benoit, get out of here. Ben. It is not a blow-up doll. This is an actual car part. And no, it's not a blow-up doll to utilize HOV lanes. Not a thing. Sway bar. Very good guess based on sizing. That is an excellent guess. Chassis, maybe. Also a good guess based on sizing. If you guys didn't see it in the first bit of this, I am about 5'6", and this is about how big the box is. Let me move my chair so you can see it. So here is the box, and here is me, and I can pick it up just like this, whether that be light or not. I think I'm a little strong. I'm not incredibly strong, but this is the box. So again, what do you think this is? We have sway bar, we've had turbo, we've had exhaust. Who else is going to guess something? I want to get 3 more guesses, and then I'll start opening the box.
Yes. Yes. While you guys are thinking, they have a Mark 6, I'm guessing, Golf by that 1.6 TDI Stage 4 with wait, what? 4 turbos?
4 turbos?
Yeah, I'm going to need a link to that ASAP.
Yeah, please drop a link to that in chat because we're going to need to watch that.
Is it a drive shaft, Greg?
Drive shaft. Again, great guess based on sizing. You can see it kind of in relation to the car, too. And I'll put it down here in relation to the car. Like this is, door starts here, ends here, and it's about a quarter of the way through the second door. So drive shaft is an interesting guess. Might not be based on sizing just because I think it's a little short for a drive shaft, although drive shafts sometimes do come in 2 parts. So a very good guess. I'm excited about this. Well, I appreciate you being excited because I'm excited to open it. Drive shaft, that's 1 guess. We need 2 more.
Greg, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Is this a part you can just slap on, or does it need additional support?
It depends on the platform. It is something you can just slap on, but in a bunch of different platforms, it does need some additional support.
Fancy Lee Taylor says, is it a pumpkin? I don't know where you live, but we've never seen a pumpkin shaped that way. So, yeah.
Me neither. So maybe it would just be a giant gourd. I don't know.
Long, cylindrical, phallic-shaped gourd.
We got Ron Von Dro with downpipe. All right, that's 2 guesses on car parts. We need 1 more guess, and then I will unbox.
So we have Courtney. God, I love her. Is it an intercooler?
Is an intercooler spelled that way? Does that mean air conditioning?
Yeah. Inter?
Inner? Like in the cabin? Oh my god, inter. Amazing. Interv cooler.
No,
the in-between of the two back tires. No. Do you mean the axle? These guesses are great. It's empty. UPS stole it. No, Ben, there is a part in there. All right, we've had 3 guesses. This is great. This is actually a really funny start to the stream. I have my handy dandy X-Acto knife. So you guys are actually going to see me unbox this live because I've only seen pictures. I've never seen it live, but let's open it up. So we got one side open. I'm just going to grab this and bring it out. Here we go. What do you guys think this could be?
It's not an intake, although that would be the world's longest intake.
That would be a hilarious intake if this was actually a thing. You guys can keep guessing if you want. So I'll tell you what, someone has it. Someone got it on the stream. Someone got it in chat. Well, I must say, I am very appreciative of how well this is wrapped. Because I know that the person that made this has had some issues with the mail system. Sort of ruining packages.
Did you get this from a big company or a small one?
A smaller company. It's actually just one guy.
Is it a part?
Oh.
These guys, I think Ron has absolutely got you figured out to a T there, Gregson.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Ron was the one that got it. Here we go.
Is that ceramic coating or is it wrapped?
This is ceramic coated. This part is good to 1800 degrees. Believe it or not. I'm almost through this wrapping. And I'm not sure if Josh has joined, but Josh Briggs is the owner of this company. This company is called 88 Fab. That is the number 8 followed by the word 8. And here it is. And this box, get out of here. This is a downpipe for the car behind me, and it is beautiful. Honestly, it is absolutely gorgeous. His welds are incredible. I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but like there is literally not a speck of blobs anywhere on this thing. It is just nothing but dimes the whole way around. What I'll do tomorrow is I will drop pictures of this online on our Facebook page. And here is the 88 Fab logo.
Nice. Now, what kind of power does this support / provide?
So it depends, but there are reports of people getting 30 horsepower just out of the downpipe. No tune. So just 30 horsepower out of the downpipe. And what I'm going to do is when I put this on, I'm actually going to take it to the dyno, and we're going to see how much power this adds completely. Now, in theory, it should add like 10 to 15. But these cars are absolute torque monsters. This car dynoed at 313 or 314 horsepower at the wheels and 395 foot-pounds at the wheels, which is pretty crazy considering stock at the crank, Volvo says that this has 369. So this dyno at the wheels at 395. And the dyno we went to is an all-wheel drive dyno. It's very reputable. And the horsepower number is spot on. 314 with about 18% drivetrain loss factored in. It's about 355 at the crank, so it's pretty close. It really is beautiful, and like all of this is going to give me a ton of flow. This is cool. It's got like the dual port because it's got a dual connection at the turbo, and then this goes into the rest of the exhaust pipe. So pretty cool. I love the gold flex pipe there. Really nice. I love gold. Hey Josh, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for joining, and thanks for this beautiful part. And if anyone is watching and does want exhaust work done, Josh doesn't just do Volvo stuff. If you drop your car off to him, he'll actually give you a full-on exhaust. Like I think on his page, he just did a McLaren, like an MP412C. Josh, you can drop it in chat as well. There's been a bunch of other cars he's done. I think he's done some Subis. I think he just did a Focus ST or something like that too. So yeah, check him out, 88 Fab on Facebook. You can get really good work like this. Josh is a master welder. He won't say he's a master welder, but this proves he is. I've gotten this as well as the turbo vac system for my old V70R. He did that system too. So thank you, Josh. I paid for this. He didn't give it to me. But thank you, Josh, for this wonderful part. And I can't wait to install it. And it's going to be awesome. And I will have a video out on this hopefully in the next couple of weeks. That was very, very awesome. Josh is dropping all of his info in the chat. So if you guys do want anything, please check the chat. He has all of his stuff up there. Chad's turn. Go for it.
So as some of our viewers might know, the Mustang is going for a little more than 30 extra horsepower. Maybe, hopefully, close to 10 times that, if we're lucky.
Just really quick, for those that are just joining the stream or haven't been on, we're playing Guess the Car Part. I just opened mine. I'll show you guys again in a little bit. If you haven't seen it, there's a downpipe for this car behind me. It's my V60 Polestar. Chad has a 2015 S550 Mustang, and he has a car part that he is now going to open, and you guys need to guess that car part as well. So that's Chad, and that's the box.
So this is also custom made, so it's made to order. Like I said, the Mustang is getting quite a bit of power, and as such, it needs a lot. Like, I'm completely rebuilding the driveline from the new flywheel all the way back to the diff. Everything in that's getting redone because, well, Ford didn't do a great job of it from the factory. I shouldn't say that. Drive shaft's good. The diff is really strong. It's an 8.8 diff, which is actually used in a lot of other aftermarket things. You bolt the supercharger on and you're asking for trouble with the MT82. So that will be rebuilt. Drive shaft, new axles, whole mess of good stuff, and it should be a rocket ship when done. But this is kind of heavy for the size of the box. It is not, as some people have said, is a human head, even though, I do have enemies and thought it's crossed my mind. The last thing I can say is that unlike Greg's part, this does not add horsepower. This is one of those mods that helps keep things from breaking. Honestly, anyone who out there who's a Mustangist or knows people with Mustangs and etc. will know that this is if you have an MT82, this is a must-have mod.
So supporting mod.
Supporting mod.
Okay. Interesting.
It is beautifully machined, and the guys did a phenomenal job on this. And yeah, so Greg, Greg, So
I think you told me, but I don't remember. But I'm not even going to guess just in case I get it. So in the comments below, we have a bunch of people on. We want to make sure that you guys are commenting and enjoying this and getting engaged with our stream. So below, what do you think is in the box that Chad just showed you? Supporting mod, not for horsepower, about that size. What do you think? Comment below. Let's see what we got. I'm going to say, people are going to say some sort of compressor or cooler or something like that. So we'll see what they think. Another 2-hour tire rotate. No, they're on, Christian. You shut your mouth. They're literally right here. You shut up. They're good. Ooh, Kyle guesses diff mount. That's an interesting guess.
Interesting. Not quite.
Intercooler from Christian.
That's actually not a terrible guess.
No.
Seeing as how, I did mention supercharger, and most positive displacement superchargers use a heat exchanger and a NV intercooler. That's a pretty good guess. Unfortunately wrong, but a good guess. Diff mount? Nope. Actually, it is driveline related. I'll give you that. Anyone who has ever driven an S550 manual Mustang GT, not the GT350 with the Tremec, this is arguably the first thing you notice when you drive that car.
Is it a diff? Is it a rear diff?
It's not, because like I said before, the diff in the Mustang is strong as hell.
Okay.
I haven't, but I've been looking into getting longer gears for the diff, because the 373 gears now at about 500 horsepower are short, and first gear is like great for doing burnouts no matter what RPM you're in. It's crazy. American
Interesting.
Can be 8 torque, but actually, let's see if we get a couple more guesses, because that might give it away.
Yeah. Comment below. What do you guys think this is? It's Chad is showing a part. He's holding the box. We want you guys to guess what you think that car part is, because it's going to go on his car. He owns an S550 Ford Mustang. It's a 2015, so it's the new gen body style, pre-facelift, and it's about that size. So Chad can pick it up pretty easily. It's not like this crazy weighty thing, it seems. Got some other ones. Kyle with an LSD. Christian with a short shift kit.
Kyle Elliott Mustang already has a limited slip diff, but that's a great guess because it's roughly the size of our gourd enthusiast earlier did say pumpkin. This is roughly about that size.
Is it a welder to weld the diff shut so you can do sweet drifts?
Have you not seen any internet with Mustangs?
Yes, I have.
Christian short throw kit. That is partially correct.
Ooh.
So with
interesting.
That, I am actually I would say I'm going to start unboxing it, but done.
It's already unboxed.
I cannot let car parts go unopened. So the inner ship boot for the stock one. So like I said, Christian with the guess for short throw kit, you're partially correct. So this is one of the things it does to shorten the throw. We have a very well packaged shift knob here. So just classic black shifter knob. I was thinking about going white, but I like the black a lot better. Less dirt.
Black looks good.
Dirt. Doesn't show dirt as much. Some of this actually haven't opened. So.
Ooh, nice. So we do get a little unboxing video. I like it. I dig it.
So Greg, do they make something like this for your car, or is it just? Oh wait.
No, they do not. And then when someone figures out how to manual swap one of these, I'm interested. Just let me know.
We have linkage. Again, so one of the biggest problems with the S550, the MT82 is the usage of cheap parts. So in some places like the guides and things like that, it's legitimately made out of plastic. So
right.
Part of like a transmission rebuild is you upgrading those to bronze and harder materials, actual carbon fiber in some spots, and things of that nature.
I love that you're going through a box that you've already opened and you're looking at things totally confused as if you don't even know what you bought. It's the best.
Well,
I'm enjoying this just because this is actually entertaining to me. I think it's hysterical.
Well, here's the thing. I got to the shiny bit that was basically everything that you want, and then like none of the stuff that actually helps put it together. So various bushings, things like that. This is MGW. My research came down to like MGW and one other manufacturer. Led me to MGW was the fact that Calmer Transmissions, the company that's going to be rebuilding the transmission, recommends this kit. Remember when I said Christian was partially correct?
Yeah.
So we have this.
Oh, nice. So it was a dick.
Yeah. This is
you ordered a car dick.
This is the short throw kit. This is your shifting mechanism. You have your linkages, all that other fun stuff.
Nice.
That's the short throw part of it. One of the hints I gave is the first thing you notice when you're in an S550 Mustang is the amount of slop in the shifter. So you can be in gear, and then we all know the wiggle it to make sure it's in gear thing we all do. Well, you can be in gear going down the street, and it'll still wiggle. So it's incredibly imprecise. And part of the reason is that the shifting mechanism or the shifting mechanism is bolted to the transmission tunnel and not the transmission itself. So there's a disconnect there. So like one part could be flexing, the other part can't. So that's where this comes into play.
Whoa.
Which looks like more
what is that
here. This is actually the relocation. So
whoa.
If I can get that
looks
on camera without a play. So these parts here, so if you picture this in the car, this bolts directly to the transmission. So now we have a solid connection between shifter here and the transmission via this part. And what that does is it takes up all of the slop out. So thankfully, I've been pretty good going down the drag strip and not money shifting. Anyone who knows what money shifting is, it's first, second, first, or third, fourth, third. You're downshifting when you definitely don't want to. So, and that was a real concern of mine. One of the reasons I started in second, also the other reason was that first gear, as previously stated, is useless. This should lead to precise shifts. And like I said, this is a mod that if you have an S550 Mustang with the MT82 transmission, you have to do, in my opinion. Before you start looking at power, before you start looking at all of that stuff, because MT82s break under normal horsepower. I kind of did it backwards, mostly because a lot of the breakages are just imprecise shifts. So I make sure that I shift, I'm in gear before I really dump the clutch or anything like that. Plus, I can't help it. I need more power. This is one of those kind of like not so sexy mods,
right?
But 100% one of those mods you should do if you own a Mustang.